Hey kids, my name is James and I'm professional, back with another episode of Draw. And today we're doing Phineas and Ferb. Now this show is hilarious. I mean, you think it's just for kids, but it's not. It's actually got very intellectual, very clever, jokes that adults would actually get. It was about these two genius kids, and their sister's always trying to prove to their parents that they're more than just normal kids, and she keeps getting foiled and being shown to be a fool or whatever. And so they come up with these crazy inventions, and then they have this pet. It's a platypus, and you think he's just a regular dumb animal or whatever, but he's actually like this double agent spy. Like I said, if you get a chance to watch the show, it's awesome. But anyways, so we're in the rough stage, just like always. Keep your pencils loose, keep them light, have some fun, and just throw some shapes on the stage. And this one is really shapes. I mean, we're talking not just your normal ovals and circles and oblong shapes and stuff like that and curves. These are like rectangles, triangles. These things were drawn very irregular, very unique, and it's just neat to look at on the screen. I got to tell you, it was a lot of fun drawing these two guys. And I got to tell you, it was actually a lot easier to draw these guys than it would be your regular cartoons, because like I said, their shapes they're geometric shapes. It's pretty neat. So anyways, in his hands, he's got a drill there, and he's got a wrench, and he's holding an electrical cord, and he's holding a screwdriver, because they're like engineers. And they're not like science as in, mixing chemicals and, doing experiments or whatever. They build these inventions or these contraptions, and it's just a hilarious show. You need to check it out. So we're in the lines stage, or the pencil stage, whichever you want to call it. So let's keep our pencils tight, and let's be particular about these lines. So remember, we're doing these lines real finite, real defined lines, because when we're doing inks, you want to make sure that you know where heavy lines are supposed to be. You can hear me repeat myself a lot in these stages over and over again, because that's the point of the videos, is so that you understand the stages and you know it so well that you practice that same thing over and over and over again. You draw, and you draw. One of the reasons why I think that their bodies are actually these geometric shapes is because they're supposed to be like math nerds or engineering nerds. And so the things are less organic and more rigid, more defined shapes. And I guess it's just sort of the idea or the theme or the feeling that you're supposed to get from these characters. Because, I mean, honestly, the guy's head is a triangle and his eyes are on top of his head. It doesn't make any sense, but, it looks interesting, and it goes with the theme of them being, sort of engineers or math nerds. So we're in inks now, so keep your lines super tight. And this is the final product before we go to the colors. So with these inks, if you look at the actual cartoon, their inks aren't done in black entirely. Their skin is actually done in a darker shade of their actual skin color, and their hair is also done in the darker shade of their hair color. And so you see, instead of me just using black ink, I use that sort of darker brown ink and then darker red ink around the hair. But I started off with black first because, I'm just used to doing blacks all the time. This, again, weird. One guy has bright orange hair and the other dude has green hair. It seems funny, but, it seems weird. But when you watch the show, you forget about it, and actually it looks pretty interesting. So this is the first time that I actually ever inked in different colors, because I'm just generally not used to doing cartoons. I used to just do comic books all the time, and comic books, all you ever use is black ink, and then somebody comes through and then does colors to the rest of it. But as you can see, he's got the darker brown, I guess, outline, and then a peach in between. As I said with coloring earlier, do the outlines first, and then just go back in and color all the white spaces with whatever color you need. There's a bright orange hair. He's a ginger. Look at Ferb's eyes. He's got like these eyes, like cross-eyed, like like he's always, about to run into something the whole time. But anyways, Actually, Phineas's clothes look pretty normal. It's just Ferb's that looks really geeky. He's got the, the button-up shirt and the pants that go all the way to his chest. Yeah, I gotta tell you, of all the cartoons that I've drawn, this one is the one that has looked most like the cartoon. And I think it's because it's less organic and more geometric and stuff like that. So there we go again, outlines, and fill in the white space. Same thing every single time, outlines, fill in the white space. Purple pants. Oh, wow. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and color in all his tools here. You see the little screwdriver getting colored in there. And then the drill, the power drill. Not that I would recommend however old they are, 12-year-olds operating power drills and stuff like that. But, all right, let's do the wrench and the power cord. Last but not least, we're gonna do his blue shoes. Ferb has even got geeky shoes compared to Phineas. Phineas got some cool blue sort of space boots looking shoes on. All right, so that's my video. Remember your 3 Ps: patience, persistence, perseverance. That's how you grow.